Hello everyone and now welcome to a 2v2 matchup. This game taking place here on Hills Bad Creek. Gonna go ahead and speed things up for the interest of time. Gusch spawning as the red human alongside Psychic, who is spawning as the red night elf. Meanwhile over here we have DesTr0 spawning as the purple human alongside Seal, who is spawning as the purple orc. Colors can be a little bit confusing, but well, just know that the colors don't line up properly, but it's easier to see what's happening on the minimap and in these battles going to this particular route. All right, DesTr0 opening up with an Archmage and having a Footman try and push back detonation on that Wisp just in time. Keeper of the Grove now marching down alongside a Blood Mage. So Blood Mage first coming in from Gusch here. Not your typical hero, but with an early Blood Mage, you can really shut down any enemy heroes while also trying to just bolster your own as well. And this is a strategy more common in 2v2, as well, mana is such an important factor in this game overall. There's a little bit of damage. There's some siphon mana off of that Farseer. Farseer now trying to retreat back, as well as the Blood Mage, well, stays high on mana for just a little bit. Gonna go ahead and give it back to that Keeper of the Grove. And Keeper of the Grove early on with a lot of mana should be able to do quite a bit. Meanwhile, coming back down here, Treants now coming back through. Are we going to see some more siphon mana? Yes, we are, as the Farseer now tries to break that link, does break it a little bit more. And that Keeper of the Grove, well, early mana battery strategy already straight out of the gate. No ensnares as of yet, as the Archmage now being forced to retreat back as well. Water elementals will be limited. Keeper of the Grove really wants to get up to level 2. Headhunter's now taking a little bit of damage. DesTr0's low hit point water elemental not even being targeted or focused fired at all, as a low hit point Footman getting taken out there. All right, both sides continuing the battle. More archers and more footmen are coming into the position. Are we going to see some more siphon mana? Yes, we are. That delicious mana getting into that Blood Mage, ultimately ending up into that Keeper of the Grove, as the Keeper of the Grove still does not have level 2 as of yet. Level 2 would suddenly and drastically open up a large amount of pressure, as Entangle would then shut down any sort of easy escape for many of these units here. Footman now putting pressure onto the Blood Mage. Blood Mage now down to 90 hit points. Now going to try and retreat back. Farseer sees the ripe, easy target and going to try and finish it off, as well as the archers are now all falling back here. All right, early aggression, early engagement on both sides, as the unit's still trying to, well, retreat back and get back into positioning here. Low hit point footmen, low hit point archers all hiding, as the Keeper of the Grove hoping to finish off another headhunter right there. No, needs one more shot to do exactly that. A little bit of beautiful body blocking by Seal, saving that headhunter with another headhunter. All right. Headhunter looking to perhaps head back here. Treant's going to try and get a little bit of damage. Keeper of the Grove hasn't really suffered that much damage. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, Blood Mage and Archmage both very much in a world of hurt, both in the red, perhaps lower than 100 hit points for both of them, as the Archmage finally heads back home and is going to be able to regenerate and get a little bit of clarity action going as well. Keeper of the Grove coming back here, as we're going to see a little bit of engagement. There's some damage there, going perhaps trying to go after the footman. One footman now taken down, another footman going to get taken down as well. There goes another one. Keeper of the Grove still not close to level 2 just quite yet, as the the Blood Mage still needs to find a way to get a little bit of healing going on. There goes a little bit of, well, water elemental finally getting enough mana for pressure. Footman now with Defend, able to fight back against all of those archers. The archers are perhaps going to try and focus down the water elemental, since they don't want to take that reflection damage back at all. Blood Mage is now back out onto the battlefield, now with plenty of mana. Alter trying to get pressured down here, as we're looking at the Keeper of the Grove siphon, or getting plenty of mana back. Repairs are now going to be in order, as we're looking at finally a regeneration coming back in. All right, coming back in from the other side, archers continuing to put in a little bit of that pressure. Footman going to go ahead and try and engage, as some footmen are going to end up getting taken down. There goes one footman. Yes, he does get taken down. Repair is still underway, and in comes the Headhunters and the Farseer, who also has Vampiric Aura after creeping. All right, Headhunter is not going to really benefit all that much. Siphon mana away from that Farseer. Farseer getting low on mana once more, being forced to retreat back, as well. Purple now has a Blood Mage of their own, teching the tier 2, holding on and getting the Altar, or saving that Altar of Kings, allowing the Blood Mage to be saved. And now that there is a Blood Mage out onto the battlefield for Purple, they should be able to hold their own. Early aggression Now going to be transitioning into the mid game at the 6 minute 30-second mark. Back off to the north here, Blood Mage Footmen retreating back. Militia sorceresses are out onto the battlefield as well, and as some creeping is getting underway for the red human player too. Coming back down, we are looking at a demon hunter coming in from Psychic. So Psychic looking to get into demon hunters in addition. Well, the red team looking to burn away mana and siphon mana with that demon hunter and also that blood mage. Tech to tier 2 has not indicated a second hero for red human as of yet, as we are already going into Fortress for Seal, who will most likely be getting that upgrade to Berserkers. Back down to the south, Keeper of the Grove actually losing mana from the Blood Mage here as the Demon Hunter gets the mana burn off, finishes it off right there. Does he get the item? Archmage falls at level 2, sticking around. I think that's exactly where the item went, Archmage. Having that item there as the Dryads are now into the battlefield here. Demon Hunter going after those low hit point footmen. Are we going to see some mana burns? Yes, we are. Low hit point footmen getting taken down. Demon Hunter now sitting at level 2. Dryads trying to fight back here, defend on those footmen. Siphon mana once more as the Tauren Chieftain now coming back over as well, leading the army of headhunters. Alright, this battle is going around back and forth. Red human player looking to do a little bit of creeping during this time. Meanwhile, Purple's both army actually putting pressure onto the red Night Elf as they're looking to retreat back, as the Blood Mage, dangerously low on hit points, down to 20, down to 21, down to 47, finally gets in some heals from the Priest in order to stay alive. That Blood Mage really playing a very dangerous game right there. That Blood Mage was down to 20 hit points at some point and was still able to stay alive. Some Priest with some perhaps manual healing able to keep the units alive right there. All right, Dire Wolves trying to run on through. They're quickly going to get absolutely destroyed. Magic damage coupled with slow, as those Spirit Wolves have nowhere to go. Coming back around, we're looking at Seal setting up an expansion here at what I'll call the 4 o'clock location. Meanwhile, no additional expansions coming in as we are getting up the Lumber Mill and the Blacksmith, but no tech to tier 3 or no sign of a tech to tier 3. Blood Mage, Flame Strike onto the Workers there. Workers now being forced to retreat back. A little bit of gold lost, a little bit of mining time lost as the Blood Mage looks to still come back around. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain, Farseer with Vampiric Aura, double Scrolls of Speed, looking to check out a possible expansion attempt here off to the north, but it is going to get shut down as the building is completed. Blood Mage now coming back around here. Are we going to go into an engagement? Yes, we are, but the Blood Mage is kind of trapped into a corner. Double ensnares, forcing an engagement. Flame Strike trying to get away, but those sorceresses may not be lucky at all. Two getting taken down quickly. Back off to the north, the Spirit Wolves able to easily clean up this expansion, and Purple finding their footing underneath them, going to be able to easily finish off this expansion before it really starts to pay for itself. During this time, though, what is happening with Red? Red is at Tree of Eternity going into Mountain Giants. Demon Hunter, Keeper of the Grove, Blood Mage is sitting at level 3, and that's just... is going to be able to fend off this attack here. Yeah, that expansion there really NWS not worth saving, as it would cost far too much in the army you have choosing to fight another battle for a more favorable position and a better outcome. Often some of the most difficult things to do in a real-time strategy game. Alright, we're looking at Gusch, who has actually a lot more sorceresses and priests than I would have expected here. This is something that you can pull off in a 2v2 much more often, as you're able to hope your opponent, or your partner is able to bolster the army a bit better than what you have. Alright, Tauren Chieftain picks up a Helm of Valor, Strength, and Agility. Rock Golem going to get taken down. The experience is being spread across multiple heroes, 4 heroes, hence the reason why there's only a level 3 Farseer and everything else is level 2. Coming back around here, a mass army of sorceresses. Overall, they may get about poked down by these Berserkers rather quickly. And where are perhaps all of these units I'm trying to go next? Are we going to see a Flame Strike right there? We are. Peons, are they going to get the memo to leave? 2 of them get the memo to leave, and And well, two of them don't get the memo in the time as the engagement is getting ready to go. All right, we are looking at some invisible footmen. Where is the army coming in from behind here? Sorceresses are going to be exposed. Footmen now with defend. Sorceresses could easily turn back around. Kodo Beast doesn't, well, quickly eats a priest as Mountain Giants are now back out here onto the battlefield. Shadow Hunter out here onto the battlefield, not actually hexing that Blood Mage at all. Flame Strikes could be going down, and that could be a problem as there's going to be a lot of traffic. Flame Strike in 2v2 battles much more difficult, as oftentimes you could be blocked in by your opponent and the controls are just not working out all too well. Invisibility onto the Demon Hunter and then Staff of Preservation. Beautiful 1-2 stave right there, as we're going to be looking at more Flame Strikes still going down. They're trying to retreat back into a corner. Mortar teams joining in onto the battlefield here. There's a Flame Strike going down as well. Damage is adding up. Are they still retreating back? Yes, they are. More damage still adding in as the Blood Mage tries to fall back here. This is turning into two separate 1v1 fights here, as we're looking at another battle off to the north. Mountain Giants still taking quite a bit of damage. Blood Mage now ready to push back the other way. That is a lot of slow, but well, counteracted by Scroll of Speed. They still attack very slowly, as the Archmage now standing in a little bit of an unfortunate situation as well. All right, damage coming back and forth here. Sorceress is getting actually mana feedback as they're going to get taken down very easily. DesTr0 doing a great job choosing the right counter units, but beautiful saves with invisibility, only to be counteracted by a reveal once more. Archmage with True Shot Aura adding in a little bit more damage. We're still looking at more damage getting added onto that one priest right there. There's another invisibility again, continuing this fight back and forth as we see a Goblin Zeppelin trying to pick up some of these critical units. Are we going to see more and more sorceresses getting invisibility in order to be saved? And well, there is still can we see another invisibility there? No, we do not. All right, so picking up the wrong units around the Goblin Zeppelin now picked up. More casters heading back off to the north as the Mountain Giants are still here. All right, quite a bit of damage. A bunch of low hit point headhunters, or excuse me, berserkers coming back around as a crazy 2v2 fight getting underway. All right, Goblin Zeppelin going to go ahead and drop where his opponent is not. Finds the base here. Going to throw down a Flame Strike, and there you are. Going to hit some of those towers as well, as the militia are trying to fight back and then realizing, wait, I don't want to be in this fight. Where exactly am I going? More militia going to get taken down here. In comes the rest of the army. There goes another Flame Strike. More damage. More militia going to get taken down as the units are going to try and retreat back here. All right, one flying machine going to perhaps start shooting the Goblin Zeppelin, maybe able to take it down or at least put in some pressure as the units are trying to fall back once more. All right, there's a quick drop. Fly machines, however, still coming back around. Are we going to see a quick bit of unloading to finish off that fly machine right there? Fly machine getting slowed and now will not be able to move around. All right. I would not like, if physics was actually a thing in WarCraft 3, once you slowed a flying machine, wouldn't you actually just knock it out of the sky? If its propellers are moving like 40% slower, it wouldn't be able to generate lift, right? Anyways, coming back through sealed, now looking to clear up some more creep camps here. Shadowhunter getting up to level 2. Flame Strike finishes off the last remaining towers and not going to be going after peasants here. Blood Mage getting close to level 5 here as the flying machines are going after the Goblin Zeppelin. However, the sorceresses and the priest able to deal quite a bit of magic damage to that fly machine and going to be able to finish it off once more. More peasants getting taken down as the main base of human is actually in quite a bit of trouble as the Goblin Zeppelin finally taken out. All right, there's some siphon mana away, trying to finish off some more units. Are we looking at a Scroll of Town Portal? I can't imagine him sticking around in this battle any longer. Flame Strike across their own units a little bit longer. Peasants need to get back up to work, and now finally just going to walk on out. Meanwhile, a major battle coming across Mountain Giants in the center portion of the map. There are Kodo Beast and mass berserkers here. Keeper of the Grove and the Demon Hunter just trying to run around in circles, get away, but this could be a problem. Keeper of the Grove gets taken down with the Scroll of Town Portal. He was stunned, unable to escape, and now Psychic is in trouble. Gonna end up losing that to Demon Hunter as well, and a tactical retreat was in order, but not ready to pull the trigger on that Scroll of Town Portal, causing quite a stir. All right, Healing Wave coming back around. Staff of Teleportation. Blood Mage tries to show up to the party. Are we going to see a Flame Strike? Yes, we are. Flame Strike is it going to go after the Shadowhunter? Shadowhunter down to 15 hit points. He's able to nope. Shadowhunter actually is not able to escape. The trailing end of that level 2 Flame Strike able to deal the damage as multiple units getting taken down right there as well. All right, both sides suffering quite a bit of damage there, but Blood Mage now nearing level 6. All right. There's a quick dust of or is that a dust of appearance? Yes, it is. Sorceress with slow getting taken out right there once more. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter back out onto the battlefield, able to stick around in this fight still somehow, as the Mountain Giant still absorbing quite a bit of hit points. Demon Hunter down to 100, down to 158 hit points. He needs to be saved. There's a Flame Strike traveling through the fire and flames. One Mountain Giant does get taken down. Demon Hunter perhaps shouldn't be stopping at all, as it needs to retreat back. Meanwhile, Gusch is now getting up to level 6 by himself, going after opposing units. Blood Mage now sitting at level 6 could easily throw down a Phoenix and get in some bonus damage too. Mountain Giants with invisibility, but also with dust of appearance getting revealed right here, and while still trying to run all the way back home. Siphon Mana up against the creeps, finding a little bit of additional damage, and the Flame Strike with all of these highly clustered buildings doing massive damage to all of these units or all of these buildings here. Blood Mage could look for another Flame Strike once more, could easily finish off all of these buildings, and well, if it turns into a base race, that damage is still rather high. All right, coming back around. What's looking inside the base here is Spellbreaker Sorcerers trying to fight back against all of these Wind Riders. Wind Riders are going to be a big problem here, finishing off this last building. Oh, could have done one more Flame Strike before retreating back home to finish off, but now instead drops a Phoenix. There's some Siphon Mana. There's a taunt right here, trying to go after those mortar teams, and very, very easily. Mortar teams, however, with that magic, or taking bonus damage from magic, 61 to 75 damage, adds up very quickly. All right, Phoenix down to 181 hit points. He should try to retreat back, get to somewhere safe so he can turn into an egg and live to fight another day. All right, Phoenix Egg is back on the ground. It doesn't look like it's getting focused down very much at all, as are just simply two fighters are off over here. Phoenix Egg not getting targeted at all, and now back up to play once more. All right, are we going to get some more Siphon Mana? Yes, Shadow Hunter, Siphon Mana, entangle onto the Archmage. Archmage gets stuck here as the units are still trying to retreat back. Meanwhile, the Phoenix looking to perhaps those Wind Riders. Where did they go? Can't really quite tell. All right, I lost the Wind Riders even with minimaps. Shadow Hunter does end up getting taken down here as well. One Flame Strike would have finished off all of those buildings and, well, stopped any more mining getting underway. Is that going to come back to haunt, as we're looking at, well, the Wind Riders still ready off over here. All right, 130 hit points. Building is on fire but doesn't take damage. Mountain Giants. No sign of any bears out here on the battlefield to try and get some rejuvenation. I take it back. One Druid of the Claw currently being trained here. Spellbreakers looking to fight back against some of these creeps that are down here on the ground. Gonna finish things up once more. All right. Blood Mage, Spellbreaker is ready to move on out. We're looking at a potential expansion trying to be set up as well. That guard tower does have sentry towers, as well as we are looking at mastery training, and now finally some of that necessary rejuvenation onto those low hit point Mountain Giants. Units making their way back out onto the battlefield here. At, well, 2 base mining versus 2 base mining. Main bases only have about 3 to 5 minutes left in mining overall, and that could potentially become a problem. Shadow Hunter now back out onto the battlefield here. Repairs are underway, and still plenty of gold to mine as the Blood Mage comes across. There's going to get a Flame Strike, trying to finish off that Scout Tower and get some damage onto that Keep. Keep is trying to be repaired as well. Spellbreakers are trying to engage. Demon Hunter going to try to make its way back over. Another Flame Strike across multiple buildings would do quite a number. Once again, there's a Flame Strike. All of those buildings are going to get taken down and, well, get cleaned up rather easily. Little bit of damage over time. More buildings are just being destroyed. Archmage trying to be resurrected may not be able to get out in time as there are no repairs. Archmage getting canceled there as we're still seeing this fight unfold. Meanwhile, in the main base of the red human, Gusch is actually in a bit of problems as we see the Tauren Chieftain, the Farseer, and the Shadow Hunter working together to destroy the human base as well. All right, and even in team battles, it feels like human is losing all of the bases as the mountain giants trying to make short work off of all of these buildings. Transitioning over this extra gold mine down to the south is perhaps the weak point, trying to stop the economy here. Treants are going to be joining in at level 4, Sobi Mask as well, plenty of mana, and we're going to be looking at all of these buildings perhaps trying to get taken down. Fortified armor, very difficult to break that shell as the peons inside just hoping beyond hope that their friends are coming over, but nope, not going to happen. All right, this is turning into a base race fight here. More buildings are still getting taken down, and the Night Elf base does have full moonwells. Those moonwells are upgraded, and trying to add in more moonwells as well in order to make that into a favorable location. All right, finishing off a couple of easy creeps here as the Phoenix is going to go ahead and rehatch here. Cloak of Shadows, more buildings going to get dropped back down. Slippers of Agility dropped, and still trying to make its way into the Orc base. All right, human base, not very much left. Shadow Wolf making sure that there are no additional expansions anywhere. And here in comes the fight. The Mountain Giants with that siege damage, ranged siege, or what, melee ranged siege damage, able to do so much here. However, a big fight get into place here as they're trying to get into position. Here we are, Treants joining in, Siphon mana, Demon perhaps going to try and mana burn, removes mana from the Archmage. Both sides still fighting here as we're looking at, well, the Wind Riders. Do they have enough damage in the air to try and own their target? All right, Blood Mage, currently invisible, is going to be able to, well, Flame Strike and perhaps put in more pressure again and again. The Phoenix does have very light armor, could have problems as the Blood Mage's Flame Strike unable to burn down any of those Wind Riders that quickly enough. Keeper of the Grove still trying to retreat back. Demon Hunter does have Orb of Venom, going to be able to slice through some of those Wind Riders, but it may not be enough as the Blood Mage falls at level 4. The purple Blood Mage falls at level 4. Blood Mage still trying to retreat back here. Tactics, Keeper of the Grove, able to Scroll of Town Portal away, bring back all of those units again. Couple of bears, however, didn't get the memo to try and retreat back, and it's going to end up getting taken down. Archmage stays at level 4. Blood Mage stays at level 6. And overall army sizes, 49 supply, 8 supply, going up against 17 supply and 68. Teal having the slight advantage here, still doing, well, nope, not doing any mining any longer. And, well, the army is what you see is what you get. Wisp now trying to make their way over to the expansion off to the north here. Nature's Blessing was in fact researched, so this Tree of Eternity will get there much, much more quickly. Meanwhile, the Blood Mage has to play an interesting game, trying to perhaps flame strike down buildings in a strange scenario. We are looking at a Great Hall being built, not a tiny Great Hall. Not quite sure why you wouldn't use a tiny Great Hall in this scenario. Well, you're completely out of gold. Yeah, why we see your Ents. Kodo Beast. Anything in the belly? Okay. Coming back down to the south here, Treants looking to destroy the remaining farm buildings here. Long distance mining from the peons, trying to get every bit of, or every ounce of gold possible. Tree of Eternity attempting to entangle this gold mine here as a battle is going to rage underway. All right, there's a flame strike. Is it going to hit some of those units? Yes, they are. They're going to try and retreat on back. Kodo Beast trying to fall back here. Staff of Preservation saves one unit, but that and not next to his own Moonwells. Units are now trying to make their way back off to the north. Phoenix getting in some damage here as units are still trying to retreat. Demon Hunter gets up to level 5. Level 5 Demon Hunter actually going to be very scary as the level 5 Demon Hunter with Orb of Venom able to do quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, the Phoenix is actually finding targets and finding good damage against the Water Elementals. Going to be able to finish them off as the Phoenix could end up getting taken down here. Staff of Preservation may be needed. Rejuvenations need to be used as well as another Demon Hunter mana burn removes mana from the Tauren Chieftain. Both sides are Orb of Venom and, well, Staff of Preservation for the save again. Units are trying to retreat back around, entangle onto the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter gets taken down. Demon Hunter still low on hit points. What is he going to do? He's trying to retreat back. Shadow Hunter, did fall at level 3 as the Wind Riders are just poking at any unit that tries to get a little bit too close. Wind Rider is able to deal so much damage and have those Envenom Spears. All right, Wind Rider, or Phoenix trying to retreat back. Phoenix going to end up getting taken down. That egg is going to pretty much crack right there as we see an Entangle go down onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain could have a very, very bad day. Tauren Chieftain able to retreat back around, trying to add in a little bit of additional damage. There goes out of the sky as the Druids of the Claw need to get back into Druid form and act as healers instead. Keeper of the Grove still not close enough to level 6. Once we get Tranquility, all will be good, as the Druid of the Claw needs to do a lot of healing across multiple units. Could have gotten one more rejuvenation off onto that Mountain Giant before going back around. All right, trying to tangle that Kodo Beast. Right, trying to get that call right there. Demon Hunter going to continue to that call once more. Demon Hunter trying to chase up straight up from behind, but the Endurance Aura allowing that Kodo Beast to really walk a little bit more. There goes an Entangle onto the Kodo Beast, and that Kodo Beast will get taken down. All right, there is a quick taunt right there. More damage getting added up. Blood Mage trying to do in more fighting once again, as the Blood Mage trying to retreat back low on hit points. Still fighting around as the Tauren Chieftain could get taken down. Tauren Chieftain able to break free. Scroll of Town Portal onto a 58 hit point Demon Hunter, as the Blood Mage could have some bad deals as well. All right, long distance attack. Blood Mage gets that kill once more. Gonna go ahead and Staff of Teleportation and head back off to the bear and now finish off all of these peons here who are just trying to mine away. So much damage racked up here. Peon after peon gonna fall. As you can see, a little bit of that range damage going after all of those units. Another low hit point peon could end up getting taken down. And, well, all of these peons, no more mining getting underway anywhere. Low hit point peon able to escape at 21 hit points. Perhaps he thinks everything is gone and good. Shadow Hunter back out here onto the battlefield as this low hit point bear. A lot of damage from those Envenom Spears. All right, Blood Mage going to go purposely Cloak of Shadows hide, trying to stay next to these rock golems. Perhaps going to pop back up inside this expansion here to disrupt some of that mining once more. Cloak of Shadows getting in a little bit more mana. Phoenix is available and online as the Treants are trying to, well, scout out every which way. Expansion still mining here for Psychic, and this game is so far just razor close. No definitive winner as of yet. Blood Mage down to 170, or has 176 mana, should be able to put pressure in nicely. 51 supply army compared to 43, and it looks like Red has finally got his feet back underneath him and gotten out of the corner, so to speak, ready to, well, engage in this upcoming fight. All right, more peons still mining away here. What is that Blood Mage waiting for? It needs to stop some of that harassment as much as possible. Potion of Invisibility, go with trees. Actually doing a full odd-out tree march might be an interesting call here, as the Blood Mage now finally makes its way over. Doesn't even bother to finish off any of the peons. No, goes right there. There's the finishing off the peons now. Buildings are going to get taken down. Multiple peons getting taken down here as the Tree of Eternity is in a little bit of trouble. Scroll of Town Portal trying to go in for the save. Here it's going to be able to be perhaps repaired. In comes the Blood Mage. Blood Mage siphon mana away from that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain now completely out of mana, taking away some of the mana from the Blood Mage as well, as he could have siphoned away more as well. Both sides fighting. Are we going to see perhaps a Phoenix jump into the skies? No, we are not. Level 5 Farseer falls as the Wind Riders are still trying to own the skies here, perhaps trying to take down some of these targets. Keeper of the Grove, Staff of Preservation saved there as the Demon Hunter is still looking pretty strong here. Potion of Invulnerability onto the Keeper of the Grove. 3 heroes trying to fight their way back out of this situation, as we're going to look at the Keeper of the Grove getting Cloak of Shadows. Keeper of the Grove, Cloak of Shadows saved at 4 hit points, but a Dust of Appearance or was still in the pockets and was able to find that low hit point, or find that low hit point Keeper of the Grove. All right, Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 5, getting up to level 6. Reincarnation now on the table, and what a turn of events. Suddenly, the Tauren Chieftain is at level 6, and that could, as well as the Demon Hunter may not be able to shut down that Tauren Chieftain, as all of the other units are here. All right, level 4 now on the Shadow Hunter. Tauren Chieftain pretty much constantly just being ignored at this point, as you can't take him down. Trying to finish off all of those air units is the key thing, as well as the Shadow Hunter is able to escape away as well. Is it going to end up trying to take down some of these other units? Tauren Chieftain ends up behind. Tauren Chieftain, Demon Hunter down to 25 hit points. Potion of Healing in time. Siphon Mana perhaps going to try and get in more damage. Demon Hunter still continuing this fight here, as we're still looking at perhaps a rejuvenation onto this battle. Tauren Chieftain is out in a very, very dangerous spot. This could be really bad news, as the Tauren Chieftain, if it gets taken down, would be completely surrounded, and it is going to be completely surrounded there. Archmage unable to offer any additional support. Tauren Chieftain now back out onto the battlefield. There's a quick stomp. Blood Mage says, thank you for your mana. Let me siphon as much of it away as I can, as the Demon Hunter uses another potion of healing. All right, meanwhile, Archmage tries to save Tauren Chieftain, even with at level 6, gonna get taken down here as it falls, giving level 6 to the Demon Hunter. All right. If you could predict who was going to win this game 5 minutes ago, very good, because even now I don't quite know who is winning this match. Banish, Siphon Mana, Phoenix dealing bonus damage here as the units are still trying to retreat back. A lot of low hit point units still trying to run away. Is the Demon Hunter going to get the final shot off? No, the Blood Mage does, as the Wind Riders are now out here onto the battlefield trying to finish off some of those units. Double banish onto those Wind Riders. Wind Riders taking quite a bit of damage here. Demon Hunter, the Phoenix is going to be back out onto the battlefield and is going to be able to blast those units. There goes one. There goes another. Tauren Chieftain now back out onto the battlefield as well. Is it going to get finished off quickly, as the Tauren Chieftain is now banished and may end up getting surrounded as well? Mana is going to be needed. Tauren Chieftain reincarnation is not going to be ready in time, as the Tauren Chieftain is just trying to make its way through. Demon Hunter is right there, adding in a little bit of bonus damage too. All right, more damage going across more units. Keeper of the Grove does have Orb of Venom and does have Entangle. Metamorphosis on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now currently hexed down to 500 hit points. He needs to be saved. He has a potion of invulnerability. Is he going to use it? Yes, he does use it, and he and now able to push back some of that damage. Meanwhile, some more Siphon Mana coming across here, going back and forth. Tauren Chieftain falls at level 6 again, and DesTr0 gives the G. All right, a very close game, back and forth. So many lead changes between these two teams. An absolutely entertaining match. Thank you, Orc Plugin, for the follow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments or in the chat off to the side.